What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am stupid excited to finally conclude the last project pan from 2022. In this particular project pan, I dubbed it as my beauty project pan, which really means that I was highlighting or focusing on products that were not makeup at all. So I had fragrances in here, I had hair care, body care, anything and everything in between, just as long as it was not specifically makeup. So really think about products that you use in your restroom. That's really what this project pan was all about. So I have now gone through my last video that I uploaded with this project pan and how you guys sat there and listened to the audio. I was cringing. Every 2 seconds, I was like right on the mic. It was a hot toddy mess. Now, I'm sure that happens every so often in my videos, but hopefully overall my audio has just been better. But in the event that you are interested in hearing my progress or maybe lack thereof, who knows, on these products in this particular project, then let's get to it. Alrighty, so on the screen right now, I'm just gonna put how many products I finished at, I believe it was like the 8-month mark in this project. And I wanna say it was about 12 items, which not too many, but not enough. You should be finishing up some more beauty products at that. Now I will say that with that total, it was only project pan items. So I was finishing so many other items. You guys have seen my empties. I actually just looked at my drawer today and I need to do yet another empties video. So stay tuned for that. But in this project, I specifically believe I've only finished 12 items that I highlighted to really focus on, or at least met my goal on 12 items. So with that said, I'm just going to run through the products that I had. I'm going to try to group them together so it kind of makes sense, but it's me, so who knows. One of the first things that I want to talk about is nail care. Now, my nails have been through a full-on journey. In 2021, I really got into nail polish and I was buying nail polishes galore. I was painting my nails. I was buying the like strengthener base, so I would apply that first, and my nails were growing. They were thriving, everything. And as I continue to get more busy and just have more of a hectic life, I realized that the idea of painting my nails twice, if not 3 times a week, was just not going to be a journey that I could attempt to have. That was one thing that I had to sacrifice. And so the idea of using my nail polish products really was reduced in 2022. But I still wanted to really try to at least target a couple of products that I could. So one of the products that I tried to target is my nail polish remover. I know, not a big deal, but it can be. So I typically buy these when these are on sale. This is the Ulta Brands brand of like the pure acetone. And I typically get them, I think it's like buy 2, get 2 free or something to that effect, where I typically get like 4 in a bushel. I believe one of them I actually recently gave to my mom and I finished the other 2. And then this is the only one in that last like rotation that I picked up that I still have. My goal for this particular product was to meet halfway, and I'm just eyeballing it, but I feel like I hit that goal. And this was something, once again, where I was not really painting my nails in 2022. So the fact that I was able to even hit this goal is a tremendous accomplishment in my opinion, and I'm very happy with this progress. I think that I am going to be moving forward, attempting to paint my nails when I can, just because of so many things that I'm doing with the retail life. You really just can't have fake nails. My nails be popping off like flies, even when I'm taking my time and I'm trying to be ginger and all of this. It's just, I am not that light-handed little girl. Like, I'm in the trenches and press on nails, they'll pop off like flies. So yeah, very happy with that progress. The next nail product that I had in this project is actually a colored pigment nail polish. Now this was one of my favorite colors. I love a like earthy toned color, as you can see by my top. I attempted to start my eye look that way, and then it went real grungy and real dark, and I couldn't turn back, you know? But either way, the nail polish that I had in this project is from Quimectic Nail Polish, and it is in the shade Mustard Seed. I believe I got this particular shade from Polish Pickup, and typically, if you don't know, Polish Pickup is a website that collaborates with a plethora of nail polish brands where they create limited edition shades for this company, and the company basically gets a huge shipment from each brand, and then they ship off whatever it is, the color that you like. And so I went through a huge phase of buying pretty much an obscene amount of products from that company. This was one of the shades. I'm so happy to say that I was able to finish the shade. Now, in full disclosure, if you did watch through the cringe-worthy update, that was the last update in this project, I didn't have much left. I really didn't, but I'm very happy to say that I finished this, and I will definitely be throwing this away. I know some people repurpose these bottles, but I have enough things. I can chuck that away. I will clean it out maybe and like recycle it properly, but like other than that, I just don't need it here in my life. Okay, let me jump to the one candle that I have because it's the one oddball out. Now, technically, this was not the candle that I put in the project. Technically, the candle that I put in the project was the pecan waffles, I want to say, one wick that I currently actually have on my candle warmer. But to be quite honest, I didn't get to it. It's a candle warmer. If you don't have a candle warmer, you would know that it takes a long time to get through your candles. Hence the benefit of a candle warmer. Plus, there's no lit situation, so if the candle gets knocked over, there's no issue of a fire. I got my first candle warmer, and actually that particular candle warmer, when I was in college in the dorms, I wanted something to make my dorm room smell not too funky, okay? And having a candle warmer really helped to kind of set the ambiance within my room, whatever. Anyways, one wick candle that I did finish is actually another Bath and Body candle. I think this was the one that I actually had on the wick when I did that video. I don't really know though. And this is Iced Lemon Pound Cake. I really love this scent. I love so many of these Bath and Body Works scents. You guys will see when I do my empties, the amount of Bath and Body Works candles that I have finished is redonkulous. And the fact that I can't close this is redonkulous. There you go. But overall, I really enjoy my candles. Now, I guess technically you could say this was a fail because I didn't finish the particular candle that I highlighted in that update. But at the end of the day, I finished so many candles, and I will just highlight a couple at the end in addition to this one. So for me, it's definitely beneficial, and I'm definitely okay with what I was able to finish, even though I didn't finish the particular one wick that I showcased in that update. Okay, let's jump to bath care, shall we? So I have a couple of products. One is actually a lip moisturizer or a lip mask, and this is actually from Laneige. This is in the scent, let's go with scent, peach iced tea. Now the scent, I don't really get like all that big of a scent. It's like a refreshing scent, but I'm all about the moisturization that this product provided. When I put this in the project, I was having an issue with overly dry lips. Now, I think the issue and the cause of that was that there were products that I was using as moisturizers or lip balms that were not that. They weren't that. It was like a lip gloss or something. That's going to tend to dry your lips out. Whereas now I have legitimate lip balms pretty much in all of my purses and on all of like my areas that I really stay for a extended amount of time. And so I haven't needed to reach into this as consistently as I had to at the beginning of this being put into my project. Nonetheless, unfortunately, I did not hit pan, which was my goal, but I will continue to reach for this every so often when I am doing my night care routine. And I am very much happy to have this product. It was just not a product that over the last 4 months of the year I had to have because my lips were just fully parched that whole period of time. It just was not a fact. This definitely does revive your lips very quickly, in my opinion. So if you're somebody who has very dry lips, granted my lips aren't like historically dry, as my skin is not historically dry, but when I do go through my dry spurts, that really revives them. Okay, I had a one-off hand soap. So I've talked about it before, but I've been really getting into Bath and Body Works and just allowing myself that luxury every now and then. And so one of the luxuries, in addition to the candles, is also the hand soaps and the plugins as well. Gotta love a good plug-in. But anyways, the hand soap is what I put in this project, and I smashed this. This was the warm vanilla sugar hand soap. I prefer this creamy luxe hand soap or the gel hand soap. That is the formula that I prefer, but this creamy one truly does feel creamier than the gel, and I just am not a huge fan of the foaming one. I really don't like that one. Like, if I had to rank them, foaming is last. Foaming is in the trash, okay? Then you have the gel, and then you have this creamy. So I will definitely be keeping an eye out on what formulas and scents they come out with in this creamy range, because this is definitely the highest tier. Now, I will not lie, I got through this quicker because I feel like more product came out with each pump in comparison to the gel formulation, but really love this. It's a basic vanilla scent, but basic and vanilla when you're cleaning yourself, you know, it works. It works. In addition to this product, I had a hand cream that I wanted to finish up. Now, unfortunately, I did not actually finish the cream, but I got very good progress. And this is the hand lotion from Beloved, which I believe is like a Target-based brand. I did get this from Target, so that's why I figured that. And this is in coconut and warm vanilla. So once again, I'm really sticking with the warm vanillas, just basic vanillas in the bathroom. I just find that it's an easy scent. And when you're doing whatever you need to do in the bathroom, it's nice to bring in a basic, beautiful scent to your nose palette, especially if like your scent of the day is kind of worn away. Anyways, I'm getting very eloquent about soap and lotion, but we're in it to win it. So as you can see, I've gotten a significant amount of use from this particular hand cream. I would say I have maybe 10 to 20 more uses of this. It just kind of depends on how much actual product is here. Sometimes more product comes out than not. And so like there's less product than what I feel. But I've got a significant amount of use out of this. I've really gotten into the idea of buying hand soaps, not only for all of my purses, because the purse game has gotten strong lately, but also just in general. I just really want my hands to be moisturized. We are currently in the winter where I live, which is North America, and my hands tend to be dry because I am a pest when it comes to wearing gloves. I hate them. I hate gloves. They get in the way, in my opinion, and I just don't like them. So because of that, I have learned to keep a lotion somewhere near my person every day, all day, so that I can moisturize my hands and not look like Boo Boo the Fool. So even though I didn't meet this particular goal, I'm still very happy with the progress, and I aim and aspire and expect that before the end of before the end of January, this particular lotion will be done, and I will be rolling in another, which, to be quite honest, I don't even know if I have another, so it might be another trip to Ulta. Okay, let's dive into the 2 hair care products that I picked up or highlighted in this project, because I only highlighted 2. One was the one that I kind of knew I was going to finish up, and this is the TGIN Moisture Rich Sulfate Free Shampoo. Now, I believe I didn't have much, maybe like halfway of this product. I find that this brand for me is like a very easy, if I just need a product and this is the only product that I can find, I can pick this up and I know it'll work. But at the end of the day, this range, in my opinion, does not do anything of extra value to my hair than any kind of L'Oreal shampoo. It just I don't see a huge difference. So there's that. I do know people have a different hair type than me. They tend to really enjoy this brand, but it's just not a brand I feel that I have to have, so I'm not going to push it. The next hair care product is actually from a brand I felt like I was really getting into in 2022, and so that's a reason why I picked this up. I watched reviews and I really was getting into it. Like, I was getting deep into the hair tutorials when I decided to pick this baby up. And this is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Mega Strength Rice Water Protein Treatment. And so the big thing about this treatment is that one side is actually a conditioner and the other one has like straight up just protein in there. And for me, I don't think that this helped my hair. I don't know if I was using it too regularly. If I remember correctly, I was only using this once a month, but I felt like my hair was low-key breaking off quite worse than it used to, and it still does with this product being in rotation. So for me, I don't think this worked. I would love to hear if you picked this up. You also have 4C hair and you had a different outlook on the actual product. Please let me know down below what you did. I really do love Briogeo's products, some more than others. Once again, I was alternating this with actually a different Briogeo conditioner as well, and I think maybe just the combination of the two was just too much for my hair. My hair is quite delicate, okay? Even though she's 4C, she's like a 4C princess, okay? She just does not do with things she doesn't do, and you will know because she will tell you, you know? So yeah, this was not something that I loved, but I did finish it, so that is always a positive, and I'm very happy to have yet another MD going in the books. Alrighty, so if my calculations are correct, I have 2 more products to highlight for you all, and these are both kind of fragrance products, so it's ending quite smoothly and nicely. So the first one that I want to highlight for you all is actually the cream or the body lotion, because you guys know you always put the lotion or the cream down before you put the spray. Please don't do it the other way. Would you ever do it the other way? Anyways, this is from Philosophy. This is their Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere scent. If you don't know, this is definitely a favorite nighttime scent for me, and I have actually grown further in love with this particular cream because I can layer it with so many of the fragrances I now own. For example, more so recently, I put this cream down and then this fragrance on top. Match made in heaven. I've actually been reaching for this quite consistently at night. This musk and the vanilla combination is really something to behold. Once you really get your nose on it and let your nose really absorb what's happening, I've really been enjoying these 2 products immensely. But anyways, the goal of this product was to hit significant progress. I think specifically in the video I said I wanted to reach halfway, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see where it's at. Now granted, the top doesn't really hold a lot of product. A lot of the product is really at the bottom where it's thickest and widest. So did I really meet my goal? If you're looking at the packaging, yes. If we're weighing and kind of counting the product inside, maybe not so much, but I'll go with a win. A win is a win, okay? And so I am very, very happy with the amount of progress I have. I will continue to use this product. I believe I only found this particular body lotion on the Philosophy website, and truly, I would buy this from their website again if this is the only place I can get it, because I truly, truly enjoyed this product, and I will continue to enjoy it further on in my fragrance journey. The last product that I want to highlight tonight is actually this baby right here. This is from Bath and Body Works, and this is their fragrance scent or whatever in white tea and sage. Now, this was a scent that at one point I literally could not go to bed unless I had this drowned on myself. I mean, I drowned myself in this. I also drowned my bed and my sheets in this. This is such a calming, beautiful, like spa scent. It was immaculate. Immaculate. I kind of got away with it mainly because I changed up my arrangement and kind of how I was storing these scents, and I kind of just forgot. More so recently I remembered, and I was like digging through my little like organizer. I was like, where is this scent? I know I didn't lose it. I have to find it. And I did. Now I can't distinctly remember where I wanted to be in this goal to kind of meet this metaphorical goal, because I know I didn't want to finish it. I want to say I wanted to get to like the white sea and sage label. I unfortunately did not get there, but if we're being honest, I'm perfectly okay with that, because This is a scent that I don't know if they're going to return. I don't know if this is like a loyal returning scent or if this is like a one-time scent. And this is truly one of my personal favorite scents from Bath and Body Works. So getting too much use would be just like scary. It would be scary. So I am very, very excited to have this. I don't know, do they have a lotion for this? I need to look through Mercari and Poshmark to see if somebody's selling a lotion or something in this particular scent, because I would buy it. I would buy it in a heartbeat. But regardless, I don't think I met my goal. I'll have it on the screen flashing if I did. I genuinely, I watched the video, but to be quite honest, as soon as I got the 10 items, I was like, okay, let's film. So I didn't actually stay tuned to watch that last little bit when I was preparing myself for this tonight. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the amount of progress I have. And I'm pretty sure all of this is pretty much organic. I quite literally forgot to use this for a chunk of time. So this is an organic amount of use, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So for the end of this project, the amount of products that I actually finished was, I hit my goal today on 7 different products. If you're counting the candle, it's technically 8. On the screen, I will tell you guys the updated amount of products that I was able to finish specifically for this project. If we're counting this project in addition to my makeup project pan and even honestly my eyeshadow project pan, 2022, I feel like I was able to really hit a dent in the actual beauty products that I had in my collection. Whether I brought in maybe an excessive amount of candles to do that, or even sprays or whatever have you, that's another conversation for another day. But at the end of the day, I definitely hit a significant number in all of these categories because of these projects, and I'm very, very happy about that. But really quickly, before we round this video up, I just wanted to highlight a couple of other empties that I was able to accomplish. And they're all kind of in this category, so that's why I want to highlight it. I was able to finish up the 3rd candle in the Taylor Win bundle. This one is Love You Loads. I know a lot of people love this one over the other 2. This was actually my least favorite. That's why I burned it last. And yeah, it's really that simple. It was my least favorite. I don't even think I got all the way down to the actual end of the wick. I was just over it. I really didn't like that candle, but I got my use out of it in my opinion. So I'm good-o with that. 2 more candles I want to highlight in this particular update. I will be doing, like I said, an empties video, which will be showing all of the candles that I've finished since my last empties. But I also finished Voluspa's Golgi Tobacco Orange. This is my favorite candle scent. This scent is ridiculously immaculate. I wish that I could get like a huge, what do they call it? A Volve or I don't know what it's called, but it's like a huge pot of candle. I would love it in this. Now, granted, I didn't really use this on display during my videos because it's in this red packaging, and this really doesn't bring the light that I need in my background. So that was like a negative, but the actual scent is immaculate. Absolutely love this particular candle. It did not take me long to go through it, which was disappointing, but beautiful, beautiful scent. The last candle that I want to highlight is actually Pumpkin Cinnamon Bun. This is another immaculate candle. I am not a huge fan of pumpkin. I actually don't like pumpkin at all. The taste, I don't eat it. And I don't even really like the smell. But the cinnamon bun aspect to this particular candle, I felt like covered or kind of balanced the pumpkin enough for me to stand it. And lighting this puppy, it was no question. This was a beautiful, beautiful candle, beautiful scent. I would recommend it, but it's no longer available because this was a seasonal scent, and Bath and Body Works does not play about getting rid of their seasonal scents. They're in and out, and they're moving on to the next. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed this candle though. Okay, and there are quite a few scents that I want to talk about perfume-wise, so I'm going to try to run through these very quickly. I actually did finish up my Fenty scent, and this one is their 1 ounce, and this is the just the Rebel Floor, not the Rebel Floor with like the other types. I wanted at one point to do a whole video on the Rihanna scent line. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know. She's been so far one of my favorite celebrity perfume ranges other than Ariana Grande, but I feel like she's one of those celebrity fragrance lines that like everybody talks about, everybody has a video about. I don't feel like I've heard one video about Rihanna's full range, and I would love to do it, but if you guys aren't interested, I won't do it. So definitely let me know if you are. I also have 3 travel sizes that I was able to finish up recently. So I have the Kylie Love Fest Burning Cherry. Absolutely love this scent. I ended up getting a full size of this puppy during their Black Friday because I finished it so quickly and I adore this scent. This is one that I every so often do put into rotation during this season. It's beautiful, beautiful scent. I also finished the last 2 travel sample sprays that I needed to finish up my Narcisco Rodriguez sample set. I bought a trio of these travel sprays from the brands section at Sephora, and I flew through my favorite, which was the Narcisco for her Eau de Toilette, and then I had these 2 left over. They all are very much reminiscent and very much the same scent with small nuances that can genuinely make a huge difference. If I had to choose one to buy a full size of, it really would be the Eau de Toilette, and I really got a lot of use out of using all 3 of these for my work scent for my retail job. I felt like I had that feminine amount of scent to me, but it also was not overly overpowering for something like a retail job where you're really in with the public and sometimes, sweating and all of that jazz. So I really enjoyed that bundle, and I do see me in the future getting that Eau de Toilette. But as I'm trying to be better with my money, be better with my spending, and use what I have, I've been finding other perfumes, scents, colognes that I have either travel sizes of or full bottles that I think can work easily as perfectly for a work scent. And so I've been going through those. I'm almost actually done with my travel spray of the Giorgio My Way, which has been currently my work scent. It is quite fruity, I feel like, for a work scent, but at the end of the day, it's all good. I want to get to use out of my products, and if that's the way, then it's gonna be done. So that's that. And then the last thing that I have in this little basket that I really pulled from my empties was the fact that I finished my little sample spray of Nishane's 100 Silent Ways, and this was a favorite. I ended up actually picking this up in a full size before I even finished the sample because I loved it so much, and it was a wicked deal, I feel like, for the full size. At that point, once again, I feel like my purchasing habits aren't what they are now. Now granted, I'm not saying that I'm on a complete no buy. I'm not saying that I'm like anything to that effect, but I'm really trying to remember that I have so much, and that I have also goals for the next year or so. I really want to make some moves in my personal life in the next year or 2, and to do that, I gotta have some savings. Now granted, thankfully, I am not depleting my savings at all. Like, my savings, they get put there and then they're there. I don't really mess with my savings. That's just not the person that I am, but I would love to build on them. I would love to remember my habits of saving when I was younger and bring those back to life. I do still save, but it's just not where it was when I was younger, and that's really where I want to get back to. So yeah, I mean, this was a very long, drawn out video. It's been a while since I filmed, so I feel like that's why today's videos were long, so I apologize for that. But overall, I'm very, very happy with what I was able to accomplish with these projects for 2022. And although I don't believe I'm going to be doing any project pans in the year 2023, I am still very, very excited to see me focusing on products and actually making use out of them, getting my full use, finishing them up, decluttering them, emptying them. I would love to see in 2023 that my actual empties videos have more makeup in them than they do for 2022, because you guys will be seeing in the empties video that I hope to film very, very soon, there won't be all that many empties from my makeup collection. There's quite a few from beauty, and that's all fun and dandy, but I traditionally and really I buy a lot more makeup than I do beauty. I really don't hoard as much beauty products other than fragrance than I do makeup. And so I really want to start to hit some goals, finish up some products, and just continue to celebrate what I do have. So I hope you guys are enjoying the ride. I hope you guys are going to come along for the ride. If you are new to my channel, I would love it if you go ahead and like and subscribe. Give this girl a thumbs up. If you want to leave a comment, I would love to hear your comment. How did you do on your project pans for 2022? This has officially been my last 2022 project pan video. I have maybe 1 or 2 more videos coming up that'll be highlighting 2022 stuff, but it usually takes me all of January to wrap that stuff up. And then in February, we will starting strong. I'm very, very excited to see where 2023 takes me. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.